You killed my master and left me for dead. That was a mistake.
Your master was a murderer.
I am his sworn bodyguard. It's a question of honor.
I am the Magi of Siwa.
Then you are a worthy opponent. You are... A broken weapon won't save you. This place will serve as one of us. Let it be you.
Let us call truce. You are not the one I swore to kill.
Question of honor. It is a fight to the death.
So be it. Anubis awaits you.
So yeah, in Assassin's Creed Origins, Ubisoft decides to throw us right into the fray with our first boss fight against Hypatos within the first 5 minutes of the game starting. This is literally after the intro cutscene. Because Ubisoft is a bunch of Hollywood hack developers, and like those AAA movies, just decide that rather than, start to set up any sort of story, they're just gonna throw up some action on screen to establish an artificial baseline of adrenaline and hopefully get someone intrigued on the story just on this ultimately meaningless combat, especially since this is the point 5 minutes into the game starting that Ubisoft is kind of showing its hand and telling us, no, you're not playing Assassin's Creed anymore. This is what Ubisoft is going to do for its live services, period, and I know that this is going to more or less be the games that we're getting from Assassin's Creed now, because Odyssey looks exactly like Origins does. The combat doesn't change, the UI hasn't changed, and especially the business practices haven't changed either, but we're not going to be discussing that here. Hypatos here, the boss fight with him pretty much shows that, yeah, Ubisoft cobbled together a half-assed Dark Souls clone and is just expecting us to deal with that, especially since Hypatos here is one of those elite enemies that you see in Memorpagers who, in spite of being at your level, just have twice as much health and deal out twice as much damage as you because reasons. But to be fair, killing Hypatos isn't exactly hard. This is the tutorial boss fight 5 minutes into the game, so Ubisoft isn't going to make it that difficult. If you've ever played Dark Souls, then you already know everything you need to know to beat this guy. Get behind him, do some dodges, anytime he even looks like he's doing an attack, and just chop him up into little pieces. Use your ultimate attack when Ubisoft finally allows you to do so. Hypatos dies. This was, again, 5 minutes into the game, so I'm not interested in Hypatos himself. There was zero character work with him. He doesn't have anything that makes him stand out other than his name and his position as the tutorial boss. And like I said earlier, it's just Ubisoft's pathetic attempt to put some action on screen immediately when the game starts to falsify a sense of adrenaline and get us on the edge of our seats in the weakest way possible. Mostly because immediately after this we're put into a stupid puzzle where we have to find a hidden door to get out of the pyramid. And the adrenaline from any sort of that boss fight that we just had completely disappears as we're spending so much time just dicking around with our half-assed eagle vision trying to figure out how to get the hell out of here. Well, so much for even trying, Ubisoft. That entire 2 minutes that you put on screen, completely frickin' pointless, just like every other goddamn jump scare. Any other hack story writer or film writer or whatever will try to put together to falsify these senses of emotion out of us. Congratulations, it lasted for a whole 60 seconds. Are you proud of that? I'm sure you are somehow, because Origins is just dripping with self-satisfied, we did it better than anyone else, developer praise for itself.